Hello everybody, Ringer here. So today we are on the PTS server and we are testing Monolith of Storms again because it got a change for it and crit, and I just wanted to see the difference between the crit version and this version. So I'm doing the same world boss as I did before, and I'm just seeing what kind of numbers I can run into. Let's see what we got here. Alright, so Monolith of Storms, 12.7. Let's see, damage was 2,304. 19 crits out of 49 hits, so that's about 39%, which I believe is where, yeah, I'm at 39%, so it'd be higher if, obviously, I had a higher crit rate. Average was 4,700, which is about a thousand and a half or so higher. We were hitting like 3.3 in the other video. Now the average is 4.7 with a max of 7.2. That's really not that bad, you know. Honestly, it's really not that bad considering I'm also, I mean, I did 18k DPS, but that was on kind of like what I would call, I guess, like a non-traditional setup, you know, because in case you didn't watch the other video, I'm doing a bit of a non-traditional setup. I have more health. I have a lot more health than usual, which obviously means I don't have as much magicka or as much spell damage, even so buffed. I have only 4.2. My spell critical's at 39%, which would be a lot higher in a typical PvE build. Mine is not. You know, I'm kind of going more of like a, this would be, I don't even know, like something for Endless Archive or just harder content that you would need a little bit more health with, you know. I do the Shadow Mundus Stone. It's just I'm just playing around. Like this is Order's Wrath, Slime Craw, and again Monolith Storms obviously. I don't really see because I see people saying it's a garbage set and da da da, and it's like I don't know. In terms of end game, yes. In terms of like end game trials, like things like that, it is definitely not that good of a set, like at all. I tried testing some PvP, but I for some reason I can't get in. I'm stuck at. It just says um I'm stuck in a queue when there's no one here, so I can't get into PvP to see what the damage would be there. Let's see what it is there. So the highest of Monolith of Storms there was 7K. I don't know. I don't see the big. I don't see the big blowback on this set. I mean, yeah, it's not a meta set by any means, any stretch of the imagination. But it's also not that bad of a set either. Like, I actually kind of like it. But I'm into non-traditional builds. You know, like something like this with high health, and I probably wouldn't even have liquid lightning on my bar, to be honest. Um, it's kind of more my thing. I don't like. I really don't like meta builds, like at all. So I mean, the fact that Monolith of Storms, again, it's not that bad of a set. This one didn't crit, so its highest was the same as last time, 3.7. I don't know. I don't see why people are so. It's trash. I'm like, yeah, you bring it to a trial, yeah, you probably should be kicked out of the trial for it. You know, but in terms of just overall, like, why? About 7K. I am really curious what I'd get in PvP, but I don't think it would be. I think it'd be enough to be, like, dangerous, but my light attacks were not firing. I'm just trying to see if I can get really high crit. 6.8. No, no, no. Like I said, I don't see why people are saying it's doable. You can, I bet you can do a lot of different things in the game with it, you know, but is it meta? No. Are you going to get, accepted into progressive hardcore end game trials? No. Can you get the game done? Yeah, absolutely. I wanted to execute him. So the average seems to be about 6 to 7 in a non-traditional setup with not a lot of, with probably not a ton of crit. $7.1. Yeah. So my official, since this is how it's gonna hit live, I would say this set's probably B tier. Like, you'll be able to get a lot of stuff in the game done, like, no problem at all. Like, I just did both those world bosses, no problem at all. Like, and again, not a traditional PvE kind of thing. Like, usually PvE, you're focused a lot more on crit. Probably wouldn't, have some of the things I have on your bar. And it works just fine. I'm getting through it just fine. So I don't know. I don't think it's that bad. I think the one thing I think everybody has to keep in mind when it comes to sets and even abilities, and it's always good to seek out opinions, obviously, right? Like, I'm not telling you not to. That would kind of kill the point of having YouTube channels. But I would say take that opinion, but still test it for yourself and see if it works for you and what you're trying to do. That's one thing that I think is often forgotten is when someone says, "Oh, Monolith of Storm is so garbage, it's so trash." Okay, well, maybe they're more of a Trials end gamer. Then in that case, yeah, I mean would be trash. I mean, I would never, if I did trials, this is not a set I would take to trials. Not unless I wanted to screw with someone, you know. But in terms of just getting Overland done, some PvP, you know, normal versions of dungeons, maybe some, you know, vet-based game dungeons or even some DLC dungeons, yeah, you can get this. You can use this set. Why not? Mine's critting about 7 in a non-traditional setup. You imagine if I actually set myself up for actual, like, DPS and not more survivability slash DPS, like, I would be doing a lot higher. So, I don't know. Always try out stuff out for yourself, because the way that you play, this set might work great for you, you know? Because all you have to do is keep a storm calling ability up. And if you look at storm calling, that's a lot of abilities that you can, I mean, this can damage them, this damages, that, you know, this will heal you. This will heal you based, I think, probably based on the damage you do with the monoliths too. So that's even something else. Like, so that's kind of crazy, right? I mean, you get more heals out of it. You get some more constant pressure out of it. I don't know. I think this set is underrated, and people aren't really seeing it for what it is, for what it's probably meant to be. You know, it's not meant to be a meta set, and I think it's a lot of fun. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's that bad. I think I don't think it's trash. I don't agree with everybody that's saying it's trash. And I would say before you listen to them, try it out for yourself because it might work for you. I would suggest that for anything. If anyone says, "Oh, this ability is garbage," try it out. Even if I say it, try it out for yourself. Because the way that you play and the way that your play style and your build and your whatever, it might work. It might be just fine, and you might be able to do content just fine. So I don't agree with everybody when they say this set is garbage, but I will say that it's definitely it's definitely not a meta. It's definitely not meta set. Like, other than that, I could see it working in PvP. I could see it working in PvE and most of PvE. So I give this set a B. You know, it's usable just like the DK set, like the Nightblade set. I think those sets have been usable. I haven't really tested the Templar set, but I probably will. Yeah, that's it for this video, everybody. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.